Hello again, it's Rosa. Just gonna give a slight update. When I changed the piece behind me, he's available online, on eBay. So I went ahead and started writing a new thank you letter for my eBay buyers. I think it's really, really important that you thank your buyers beyond just the words thank you. I think it kind of like gives that kind of feeling, and I like also giving like something for free as well so I can explain it. So this is a thank you letter, really nice long letter, right? Detailed, and it talks about my new collection, which is him right there, right? And then the freebie is going to be this as a print. Just finished making him right now, right? Looks very, very nice. He's more numberish than actually this one. Probably not too much, yeah. But that's gonna be like a print. So when someone orders from eBay, they get this as a print. I'm gonna take a nice picture, highlight, make the colors a little bit lighter so that it's not too much ink on my area. I don't have much ink, so I can only do like 4 envelopes right now, and then I'll make more when I get ink. Or I'll like, what I want to do is like, what I like doing is using a print service, like a photo printing service like Walmart, which can do like next day prints, and just getting like matte prints or something like that. So much easier. So much easier. So I'm almost ready to launch, right? He looks right behind me, right? And so does he. Like, these two look really nice. I love those eyes. Look at those eyes. Oh, I love making that one. That one took a while to make. It was just so much fun. Okay, anyways, I just put him up there. I saw him yesterday while getting an order. Well, I actually got an order last night or this morning. And I was like, oh, I was looking through all my 18 by 24s. I was like, oh, I saw him. And I was like, oh, I remember making you. Let's put you up in the wall instead of the other one. Like, let's put you. You look handsome and just regal. You know what I mean? Anyways, we're almost ready to launch, which is exciting because to have the thank you letter made is like, it pushes the launch forward. My previous thank you letters for eBay were focused on driving people back to eBay to buy my abstract pieces. That was the whole focus of that letter. This focus is to take people off of eBay, explain my growth, and explain this collection. Okay, that's the aim, right? I'm not trying to get people to go back to eBay and buy something like him or these ones right here. You know, I'm trying to get them off of eBay to buy this. The difference is that on eBay, my prices are very different because it's a different kind of work. It's still pieces and it's still originals. You get originals on eBay. You get prints on here. But that's just the difference. You're getting more quality. This one took me a while to make, but this one has more thought into him. Okay, it's just a different kind of thing. And I think that's important, you know. I think, yes, I could sell originals on like privately, but I really want to scale and have the ability to scale for a longer term. You know, it's very different. It's very different. Like, this is a business. You can't feel guilty about it, you know. My eBay store is different than what I'm hoping to build off of eBay, and that's completely it. So that's why I say, you know, people like, when I rarely get sales, it's like, it's a completely different atmosphere, and you should get sales, you know. Like, you can easily say to me, like, oh my goodness, you're lowballing yourself. And I am on eBay because it's eBay. And I grew tired. Like, you should have seen how lowballing I was in the very beginning because that coach says to do it that way, you know. And I got tired of doing it that way and working my butt to butt and realizing that this isn't even giving me anything in return. You know, it would be like, oops, and then it would go down and then it would go up. Like, recently I saw a video of him, bragging about somebody making it like a couple thousand in one day, and I'm like, that's good for that person, but that wasn't me. And I always wonder, I think at that time especially, like, why wasn't it me when I can do stuff like this, right, but not get any credit for it? And they can do something way simpler with acrylic paint, and I'm using oil pastels, which are more detail oriented, require more effort. I mean, it require a lot of blending and stuff like that. And it, like, it made me, it broke me. You know, you have over 700 pieces made of art, and you aren't making as much as someone who has 200 pieces of art, you know? And it frustrates you. I'm not even gonna joke. That frustrates me. That frustrated me. That's why I had to make the shift, you know, because it just got to the point where I felt like I was working for pennies every day. Him saying you make 22 pieces in one day and you're gonna make $1,000 a month, when that would only happen if you had 1,000 pieces and you had a 2% conversion rate, you know, like, or whatever number, I don't remember what number he said, but like, it was just, it got like, okay, this is being unrealistic. You're not telling people the truth. I would never regret joining that gentleman's course because it helped a lot of it removed my ego. I could never do something like that ever without that course telling me this is how you do it and this is what you do and this is how you make something amazing like these pieces behind me. So I will never regret that. But I think that nowadays, if I was to market that course and tell people about it, like directly, I would say take everything that he says with a grain of salt and acknowledge that perfectionism is not going to happen and that he's still a marketer and he's still trying to sell his course. And yes, there's facts behind his data and there's people who are making what he's saying, but you might not be that person, you know, and that's okay because you're still an artist and you're still you and you're still amazing, you know. But yeah, so this is a freebie. This will be a freebie that comes with an eBay order, okay? As a freebie, not that size. Haha, it's like small. Not that size, but it will come with a freebie order, right? So as a freebie, and you'll get like a code to go to the new site and stuff like that. So please do visit my eBay store. I mean, now it has less than 700, which is really nice to say. I have like 690 something versus 700 pieces. And I got burnt out that I probably won't add anything new until it gets to like 650 because I'm burnt out with eBay listings. Oh, I'm so burnt out. I recently saw a video that said you don't have to list daily, and I was like, ooh, I gotta watch that one, so it's on my watch list. Haha. Today's been good so far. To wake up and to see a sale is always good. And it's exciting, and to be able to expand my business into something else and to find this guy was really, really nice. I mean, to find him and be like, oh my gosh, it's just so nice. And don't think I do female pieces also, but right now I'm focused on male faces right now because I think that they've been selling the best and stuff. Today's been amazing. It's a nice day. I'm gonna play board games with my son and my kids soon because they're finally awake. Even though it's after like noon, they stay up really late and stuff like that. But we're gonna have a great day and continue having a great day. And I hope you do too. Like I said, I think that every piece of advice you get from other artists, take it with a grain of salt and consider your story and your facts. Know that their perfection and their data is their data and your data is your data. And acknowledge that in the very beginning, okay? Don't assume the worst, but also don't expect like the best because you're gonna get hurt, you know? Take what they say and take it in chunks. And I hate when people say like, oh, if you don't follow their rules completely, you're not gonna succeed. No, try it. But if you don't get the results you want, it doesn't mean you suck or they suck. It means that something just didn't work. And that's okay. It's okay for not everything. You know, it takes time to invent. It takes time to modify. It takes time to become great. You know, we all aren't perfect when we come out. We have to learn to, first you learn to crawl, then you learn to walk, then you start running, and then you become amazing at all three. You know, it takes time to become amazing. Olympic people don't start off as being Olympic people. They become that. They make themselves become that. And us as artists, we're ready to be artists. We are artists the moment we say, I want to make art. But are we artists that are the ones that we say, okay, I'm an artist and I actually have a paycheck and I actually have a future that's scalable. That's what I'm striving for. I'm striving for the art that gets me to where I want to be with my family and allows me to contribute more than I already am, you know? That's what this guy is hopefully going to do. And of course, I want that one, my eBay store, to do the same thing. But I'm putting my heart and soul into this because I want this collection to be that progression that I need, so that I'm not stuck hoping for daily sales on eBay, because they're not happening. And actually, they never did. They never. Even when I was actively making courses, I think the longest sprint I had of daily sales was, I think, 7 days in a row. I got like auction sales, because that's the structure. Take the course and you'll understand what I'm talking about. You'll find him. He's not hard to find. Whatever. It's like all over the internet, all over YouTube. Anyways, if you buy an eBay portrait, a eBay piece, you'll get this guy as a small card for free, and it's a nice little thank you for purchasing, because I appreciate every single eBay order. Like, I appreciate it a lot. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I don't know if I'm gonna record tomorrow. We'll see what I do. Encouragement is that, like I said, we're all artists and we're all amazing because we can do art any way any shape or form of art that we decide to do. And I want you to remember that no matter what media you do, if you use AI to help you do that medium, there's something, don't be shamed by that. Don't feel like it's a bad thing. Resources are resources, tools are tools. Whatever tool you use to make you feel confident, use it. And don't feel guilty because someone else wants to make you feel guilty. Don't do that. AI haters will always be AI haters. And it doesn't change the fact that people have AI, okay? It's not going to change it. They're going to hate, they're going to dislike, they're going to put down, but that's their problem. That's not a you problem. And you have to acknowledge that that's them. That's their opinion. And that's their right to have their opinions. You know, but don't let it make you feel less than. Because no matter what resources or what tools you use, when you make something, it's great. Period. Your art is great. Period. I mean, don't ever think that your art isn't great. Period. Like, no joke. It's great. Okay? Even the weird stuff is great. Like, these are great. But are they weird? Oh, yes. But they're great. He's great. This one's great. That one's great. All of them are great because they're art. Okay? So, I will talk to you later. Have fun being an artist.